G'day nuclear enthusiasts, and welcome back to episode 12 of Nucleare's. Last episode we got stuck into the new pressurizer repair without shutting down. The transformer got repaired as well as our only resistor bank. So O1 transformer and O1 resistor both got repaired without having to shut down at all. That is the main objective of the episode. Our reactivity's still somewhat rather stable. I'm worried about how much xenon we are producing at the moment, as it will definitely raise up way too far. I don't know, we'll see how we go on that one. The iodine itself isn't too bad, as it is somewhat reactive in itself, and we should be good there. We're burning off quite a bit in our resistors, so let's see if we can just open these up by about 10% or 20% overall, and we should be a-okay on that one. So today, let's see if we can get into some more repairs. What do we got? Let's see if we can get that one, the chemical waste, and the boron filter pump, and the external circuit. So we'll get the external circuit pump, this one right here that fills up the tank on the water's edge. We will also get the boron filter pump itself fixed and the waste that it does create itself. So we'll accept that. That'll take an hour and a half, and we don't have to worry about AO's battery way too much at the present moment, which should be good. That one's come on down, so we can get this back down to about 5. The condenser wear at the moment is non-existent at the moment, as that pump would show up as D1, I'm pretty sure. If I go into the machines and upgrades, this one here, and then scroll through. Yeah, there it is, loop D1, cooling towers refrigeration circuit. That's the pump right here for our condenser itself. So that should be rather good. We're burning a little bit less now. That's much better. And what are we looking at in the future? Down slightly, then way back up, which should be perfectly fine with our bypass valves at like 20% technically open at the moment out of 200%. 9.99. I just got to make sure... Oh, hang on. Wrong button. 49. Just got to really make sure I keep an eye on the reactivity level, because that's what I'm thinking is really going to make us shut down with the poisoning in the reactor. Which I don't think I could have done better in terms of stabilizing its reactivity around the 10 even mark. I think maybe it just might be the game thing itself in the background, but we'll see how it all goes. I did not check what time it was we did this, and oh cool, we got a hidden objective. We got an extra 13,000 points. Thank you very much. We've failed only 2 objectives of the 90% service compliance overall this season, so I think we're going rather well. And the 81% throughout the day is this number right here, which will definitely go up. It's just because it's still early in the day itself, and it takes an average of what you deliver throughout the 24 hours. Where this number right here is obviously the hourly estimate itself. So let's see if we can open our bypasses probably to 40%, just burn off a little bit more of that. And we'll probably need to open them all the way in the next hour, and then like kind of stabilize rather nicely, to be honest. Let's have a look at our maintenance tasks. Definitely want to probably shut down loop 3, maybe in the next episode, to get that done. And while we're shutting it down and bringing loop 2 up, we'll get these 2 hopefully done in the background. That might be pretty good, I think. It might be rather good. We've got good temperature. Good temperature here. That should be fine. Actually, I might want to bring this up by 1 more, just to give us a little bit more safety of 100 degrees max. Still about 40, 50 liters extra than loop 2 that loop 3 does have. Usually works out that way. The temperature transfers from loop 3 over to loop 2, but not vice versa. So not from loop 2 to loop 3. It's just the way the game works itself. Good. We're deriving just a little bit less. How are we going on all these? We've got one more job left. Another 30 minutes or so. That should be rather nice. It's just a matter of keeping an eye on these chemicals, to be honest. But if we do eventually have to shut down because of the chemicals, there's no penalty for actually opening core 01. So this one right here to dump all the water out of your internal vessel. And then I'm going to plan on filling it back up to what the value is in it when you first start up a new game, which is 116,500 liters. Yes, according to my notes. That's what I plan to like dump all of it out. So all the chemicals, as there's no penalties. And then I'll try and use the feed water pump to like fill it on up to that 116,500 liter value. So when we do the boric acid, as we'll have to filter all of that out as well, it should hopefully stop pumping in when it gets to a certain value, like it does when you start up a new game. But we'll see how it all goes. And we are definitely underproducing and have done over the last bit. So let's just dump all of that out and bring that up. There we go. Back up to value. Much nicer. How much more are we deriving? It will come up eventually, maybe about 2,000. But we are required 12,500. That's the new highest demand the city has required of us so far. And it's going to be interesting to see if we can actually keep loop 2 going and providing power out to the grid long enough while we shut loop 3 down and fix it, etc. That's come down quite a bit. Yeah, because we're not bringing so much clean steam from the bypasses over here. So that's why that's dropped down a lot. And I'm kind of happy it being there, to be honest. Don't want to fiddle with it too much. Our pressurizer's definitely on. That should automatically kick back in just a second or two. That should be good. Activity is slightly dropping, as I'm expecting with the xenon. So we'll just still fight it with these boron rods themselves, as it's just the easiest way to get this to fight. And hopefully we should last longer than the xenon that's present in the core's half-life itself, which is every 9 hours, half of what's been created will go down into that cesium. And the iodine takes 6 hours to go to xenon. And what are we at? 87. So we need to open these back up. Probably about 20 again. Just get that open. We are damaging. Oh, we're not quite just yet. Okay, good. We saved it. No problemo. 102.5. This should then bring up the temperature. Yep. So let's just get that back up to 6. But yeah, I'm very worried about the xenon. Is that going down or is that going up? It went down and then it's gone back up. And I think at the moment it is on the way down itself. And the xenon here looks like it is going down ever so slightly, or at least on my one. No, I'm not able to zoom in. Sometimes it lets you, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. Nearly used about 5% of our fuel, I think. But we'll see how we go. Last time I remember it lasted about 2 weeks. 10 to 14 days in-game. 24.49. Pretty good on here. Got the 80. Trying to think if we should start planning out when we should bring it I think maybe around the midnight time, yeah, would be the best, as it would be the lowest. But I'm not sure if it will be higher than what it was previously, as it may be. Which I think we should still be able to do. It's going to go down, and then it's going to go way up again. At about 11,000 right here. I reckon that value right here is at about 11,000. Which I'm pretty sure we should be able to get about 10,000-ish out of one loop. Even though we do have those pump upgrades on loop 2, I don't think they will account for much. Awesome, that's what we're working on overall. Hopefully we should be able to get level 8. So we then can try and start upgrading all of this. Even that's level 10. The generator turbine, there's the level 8 I was looking for. And now it was just about it. Oh, and the circulation pump. No, it wasn't. What was it? It was the resistor? No, the 600,500 just for 10%. When I should just be able to buy a new one. And I might either, well, even buy a new resistor right meow, to be honest. Let's go 02. Yeah, that should be a-okay just there. Our transformer got 270,000. We should be a-okay there. There's no point really buying another loop just yet, I don't think. Maybe later in the week we can get that done. As it's nearly 12 o'clock now when all of this will be packed. So we'll go into here. What else did we get? The repairing pliers, that's right. And I don't think we should need anything else. Maybe later on in the week we'll get some more boric acid and things like that, actually. Get that ongoing. As it's night... No, it's morning now, so now might be a good time to order some boric acid and some sodium hydroxide. What do we need more of? Probably need more sodium hydroxide, why not? So let's see if we can get some of that. Sodium hydroxide, 50,000. 12:42 it'll be here, so in 2 hours. That's not too bad, actually. That's what we can wait for. And get that on done, fill that up. Temperature here is nice. Not deriving too much, 1500. 9.99. 47. Hopefully we can outlast that xenon. I really hope so. So it should come up just a little bit more. I'm not sure why they're all like that. That's weird. Looks like we haven't met demand for quite some time, but we have. We definitely have. See, there's 101.7 right there. You should be on to the next one here now. When it updates. 478. Yeah, we're still actually rather good there. I don't need to touch anything. Not too bad, not too bad. 1108. 359, 1002. On the 20. Burning off just a little bit, 560. It might actually be nice to start shutting down loop 2. Almost now even. Then would need to repair it, which would then go into these. As how long would it take to repair both of them? 30 minutes each, so an hour and a half overall. Honestly, that is not too bad to get them fixed and back online. Just thinking. Yeah, if we get that shut down... Yeah, but then we've got to worry about bringing it up really fast, and I don't like bringing the gens up too fast in particular. Rather build up that steam and the pressure first. So it'd make sense if 1950 was on loop 2 instead of 1900, as it would explain the higher pump upgrades, but it just doesn't show. Even over here, it's still the same, because the upgraded pump here and the upgraded pump here would then cancel each other out. But it could obviously be just the temperature going over. $12.42, so we've still got about an hour left for that. We can get that filled up nicely. There's another hour. Fantastic. There's our order packing at 12 o'clock. Fantastic. We'll get loop 1 and that bought, I think, throughout the week for sure. $1,050. Out of the way. Wrong way, Sharpie. Wrong way. There we go. Well, that was fluctuating a lot. 8,000. And then it should go back up and then drop and then back up again. Yeah, that should be a-okay. We've got a few more minutes until the truck arrives. That should be a-okay. And we should be good to just leave it while we fill that up in the background quickly, as it will go back up again in a hot second. 10:02. It's alright. The xenon will still kind of bring it down further. That's okay. I'm happy that hasn't changed anymore, and I don't have to fiddle with that anymore just yet. Condenser's going good. $33.01, so we're roughly 150 grams lower than we normally are. So if I go in really close, yeah, it's just below. It's still in the green, so in the green the trap is clean. That's still good. Awesome sauce. There's the truck. It should be getting here very shortly. 12:42. Good. Let's go and run out there about now-ish. Let's see if we can close these off by about 5. I might as well wait another 10 minutes. Get this camera on. I want transfer cooling, chemical room 8. Awesome sauce. So I'll be able to see when he gets here very shortly. And I can just turn this off very quick to see what the next hour is. I'll just slow the time down. And I want to bring this down by just a little bit to allow them a little bit more loving. There we go. 86. Is that truck here yet? Almost. Oh, there he comes. I can see him there. So let's turn this off. Slow the time down, and let's go and beat him to where we need to be. And this is the sodium hydroxide itself. Normal crab walk. Got to be careful of stairs. There's AO just chilling, righto. There he is. Awesome. Raise the barrier. Let him on in. I can actually read sodium hydroxide on the side of his tank, so now I know what it is. We need to connect the tank. I need to go and open the correct valve right here. Nice and easy. And then now that that's all connected up, yep, let's go ahead and activate that pump. And we'll just lower that barrier, you know, for security. You know, those barriers do so much. There we go. It's filling it on up. That's good. This should start filling up very soon, unless... Oh, no, I need to go and open the other valve, because I'm a dum-dum. Sodium hydroxide. No, that should fill. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, that should fill. $38.2. Oh, I've opened up the wrong one. Yeah, good job. Sodium hydroxide. Yes, good job. Everyone was screaming at me in the comments going, wrong one, Sharpie. At least they didn't get mixed, so that's fine. Thank you, game. Let's just go ahead and just speed up the time just a little bit. As it only cost me 50,000 to get 100% fill in the facility out of this. So I'm definitely going to get that 100% as we can. And that will be the end of the episode. Make sure you stick around for the next one, where we'll try and get the core and the control rods shut down loop 2. Shut down loop 3 to bring up loop 2 and get loop 3 all fixed and all that sorts of stuff. And maybe get the boric acid filtered and filled up in the next one too. So make sure you stick around for that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And stay sharp till next time as always. See ya.